So I'm back with another edition of Boxing Predictions 47. This weekend is a weekend of comebacks. Uh, Several fighters that have been away for or have experienced defeats are mounting their comebacks. First one of them is Guillermo Jones. Yes, El Felino. He hasn't fought since last year. Since he became a heavyweight, his career has been, know, kind of low key anyway. Yes, his opponent is an unknown guy from Ecuador, and the fight is in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, and well, um, curiously enough, it's an 11 rounder. Uh, yes, I think that for a guy who has been away from the ring for over a year, and an 8 or a 10 rounder would have been a better. But anyway, there is a small chance this guy called Ital Pereira can upset Jones. He's only 6 feet tall, while Jones is 6'4", of course. You know, I always thought of Jones as some kind of freak of nature almost, because he started his career as a welterweight, and he, of course, captured a world title at cruiserweight, and now he's a heavyweight, which is perhaps his most natural division or weight class. I always wondered how he made the cruiserweight limit because he was inactive after first winning, of course, the WBA belt. He was inactive for 2 years, and he is a big guy. And he still came back and made, I think it was 3 defenses he made against Valeri Brudov and yeah, Michael Marone, and then his victory over Denis Lebedev, which was his crowning achievement, by the way, became a no contest because he was later he tested positive, Jones, for a banned substance. So yeah, well, anyway, his last 2 fights, since he became a heavyweight, he didn't score a knockout. Although this is not his first heavyweight fight. In 2007, he fought against Jeremy Bates, who weighed 14 more pounds than him, and he still stopped Bates in 1 round. Sorry, that was a phone call. Yeah, where were we? Jones, yeah. He stopped, as I said, Jeremy Bates in 1 round in his first heavyweight fight. Yeah, that was it. So, since he's been gone, I, I reckon he will be able to stop this guy in 11 rounds. Is enough time, I guess. His The other 2 fights, his last 2 fights were a 10 rounder and a 6 round. So I guess he should be able, unless he is completely, shot, he should be able to end this fight in 8 rounds or something. Or maybe it will go to the scorecards. He wins for sure, I believe, unless he should get knocked out. I don't think so. He has never been knocked out, or he has once, but very long ago, in the beginning of his career, or I mean early on, yeah. So, Guillermo Jones to win somewhere between 6th and the 10th round, I guess. And then uh, the next comeback is Tomasz Adamek, or Tomasz, sorry, the fighting against, where is it? Yeah, Fred Cassie, that's right. Well, this is another comeback I wish didn't happen, or it's not a comeback really, since he had a fight in June and beat Solomon Haumono by decision, who is just a fringe contender or something like that, journeyman. But he lost to Eric Molina, who is a very average fighter really. All he has is size and power, so he was knocked out. So that's not a good sign. Fred Cassie, he's not really, of course, he's not a world class fighter, but well, he got knocked out by Amir Mansour first, and then went the distance against Dominic Brazil. In his last fight, he lost to Jarrell Miller, 3 rounds. This fight is in Poland, so Adamek, I guess, can win by a decision, but this is not a safe fight for him at all, because Cassie is not some bum, so he can always produce a knockout victory or something. But anyway, the safest bet I guess is to bet on Adamek to win on points. Yes. And then there was one more sort of a comeback. Yeah, Carl Frampton, one of my favorite fighters today. He's coming back after 10 months almost, since he lost to Leo Santa Cruz by a close majority decision, his first professional loss. He's now fighting a guy called Horacio Garcia, a Mexican, of course, and it's in Belfast, of course, 10 rounds. Yeah, this guy, Garcia, I'm looking at his record. He has lost to Joseph Diaz and Hozumi Hasegawa. Uh, Good fighters indeed. So Frampton, she shouldn't be any threat to Frampton, of course. He is, of course, Mexican. They are very tough and tenacious fighters. So I reckon this will most likely go the distance, unless Carl should pull out one of his body shots, but he hasn't really, since he moved up to featherweight. This is his only third fight, though, and but he hasn't scored a knockout yet. But both his fights so far have been against Santa Cruz, so it's not really easy to judge how hard Frampton can hit now at 126. So, but since it's a 10 rounder, I don't know. His opponent hasn't been stopped, and he's fought some quality opponents. So, UD, unanimous decision for Frampton, is the most likely outcome. Yeah. And then there is one more, well, a couple more interesting fights on this card. It's the IBF Super Flyweight title fight between Heroin, I think it's pronounced Ancajas and Jamie Conlan. Yeah, Heroin Ancajas, he beat Joe Arroyo last year to win the IBF title, and then he made 2 defenses. And the last one against a very good Teru Kinoshita, who went the distance against Zolani Tete in 2014, and Ankaha stopped Kinoshita in the 7th round. He has only one loss 5 years ago by a close majority decision. So this guy, he's for real, yeah, he's a really good contender. And his opponent, Jamie Coleman, well, he's undefeated anyway. But I see in his last fight he didn't really perform too well against some guy with an unimpressive record, Yader Cardosa. He needed a split decision and was down once also and cut about the left eye. So yeah, Ancajas is the favorite for sure. Yeah, definitely, and he will, I guess, perhaps even win by a stoppage. Well, I I I think I'm gonna bet on that. I'm gonna pick a TKO for Ancajas somewhere in the 8th or 9th round. Let's say 8, because he stopped. He was the first one to stop Kinoshita. He also knocked down Joe Arroyo, very good fighter. Yeah, and of course also Zolani Tete is fighting. He's now a bantamweight, of course, for the full WBO title. He is the interim champion, and he's fighting a guy from his own homeland called Siboniso Gonia, who doesn't have a really big record. Um, so I guess this is an easy fight for Tete. Yeah, that one. I I also think will likely not go to the scorecard. So I believe Tete will win by a knockout. But I can't say when exactly. It can happen anytime. Really, this guy is a really hard puncher. So yeah, yes. Well, I guess that was all. I see the Marcus Squirrel is also still fighting. That guy really needs to retire. Yeah. So that was all for now. Actually, a little shorter video this time. So yeah. I hope you will enjoy the fights and see you. Bye bye.